Today we are celebrating my birthday. Andrew's just filling up petrol, but we are going to Granada. We haven't been yet, so we're super excited, and it's only 50 minutes away, which is just wild to me. The fact that like people travel all over the world to see this beautiful city, and it's just so close. So the plan is to go to Alhambra and see, you know, the old fortress and all the rest of it. And then we've got a lot of time to kill, just like to, you know, look around the town. We are thinking about going to Zara just to get a coat because I don't have one, and it'll be a nice little birthday present. And then once we are done that, later on that night, we are going to see a flamenco show. So that is really exciting. The flamenco always makes me emotional, kind of like when I watch the haka. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's either a past life thing or it's just like there's so much passion on stage that it's just, yeah, it's special. So I'm very much looking forward to this. This will be our very first flamenco show. I haven't even watched flamenco in real life in Australia when they've done it. So this is really the very first time actually watching it. So I will likely be in tears. Yeah, but other than that, I'm just so excited to spend my first birthday in Europe. It's, yeah, it's surreal. We were just driving through the mountains on the way to Granada. We've just like stopped up at this petrol station in a place called 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 or something. I can't remember. 𝗨𝘀𝗵𝗶𝗪𝗏. And basically I, as usual, kind of broke down and had a moment because like I squealed and I was just like, we live in Europe. Like, can you understand how cool that is? I mean, if you've always lived in Europe, it's probably not a big deal. But for someone in Australia that lives so far away, it is definitely a big deal. So yeah, I just thought I'd keep you updated and hopefully we'll get some beautiful footage of everything. I can't wait. Say hi.
Hi everyone. So I just filled up petrol quickly, just a little bit. However, we've gone in to pay, and I see people sitting having a coffee. They're drinking alcohol. Petrol station.
Are you serious?
They're
Like a
sitting there,
bar?
like having port and stuff, and there's a coffee, and they're drinking and they're having their little
That's
thing.
awesome.
Like,
I
where am
love
I?
that life. I love that.
We're not in Canada anymore.
It's surely not in Kansas anymore. We finally got to Alhambra and we were walking in, and what we realized is they actually have tour guides at the very beginning, and they offer you if you wanted a guided tour, and it costs something like 60 euros per person. Personally, we just like to go at our own pace and wander around, and most of the history we could read online if we really wanted to know, but it doesn't take a historian to really appreciate how beautiful this place is. So we definitely just wanted to immerse ourselves. The views, the little intricate details, and what we find really cool is just how well maintained the gardens are and how much care goes into them. Throughout our beautiful walk, we noticed a lot of gardeners working away, so they definitely put in a lot of effort to conserve this place, which is really, really nice to see. Finding little nooks and crannies to go through was so wonderful, and you could just imagine how it was to live in a place like this all those years ago. Just look at all those
flooring, tiles, mosaics, whatever you want to call them, all that groundwork. It's so, so beautiful and intricate. And no matter where you go, you find these little beautiful fountains, little details, and we just absolutely loved soaking it all in. So the first place we headed to was the Generalife. This was open throughout the whole day, so there was no time limit like the 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 castle, which is the next place we'll head to. But this was just like a beautiful garden scenery with so many beautiful views of the town, of the castle itself, just everything. I will mention something that's really, really cool about this place as well is how easy and walkable it is. So what we found is when we've visited a lot of other historical sites around the world, they've actually been quite either hard to get to or hard to walk through, and put a lot of strain on your body, whether it's the stairs being too large, the corridors being too narrow, or the floors being so uneven. Whereas Alhambra seems to be very well thought out in the way it's constructed, and everywhere you go is quite easy to walk through, and it's all pretty flat as well. There isn't a whole lot of uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. So for anyone with chronic fatigue or something like POTS, like what I've got, it's quite an easy day out. And the weather helps too. I mean, it's meant to be winter. The temperature was meant to be 14 degrees. And in the shade, yes, it's a little bit chilly, but it's nothing too serious. And once you're in the sun, which you are most of the time, it's so wonderfully warm. And we had our jackets off and we were just in t-shirts half the time, even inside. So that was pretty cool. It's like everywhere you look is a different type of architecture and stoneware and masonry, and it's just so nice to see. The buildings were so tall, made you feel so small, which is always a bonus when you enter places like this. So this is the 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 castle. The architecture in this place is unbelievable, and although you might be super tempted to touch everything you see, unfortunately you're not supposed to, but there are places where there are boards with little samples attached, so whether it's tile, marble, wood, and it'll explain to you what the materials are. So you can touch those, the little samples attached to the boards in a few different areas. So definitely keep a lookout for those. This beautiful little Colosseum area was so echoey and so nice.
Alrighty, so we just about wrapped up Alhambra. We walked around for quite a bit and saw a lot of it. But I would suggest if you are coming here to dedicate a whole day to it, we do have a few other things we want to do today. So we haven't done the whole map. But we'll definitely be back knowing that it's so close to us as well. And it's inexpensive. It's really affordable and definitely worth the visit.
I still don't know if you would come here in summertime though. I think right now, today is a perfect time around the start of December.
Yeah.
Because it's still about 15 to 18 degrees.
But it's sunny.
But we're still
throughout
like
the
in a
whole
jumper
time.
and a jacket, but it's still
Yeah.
sunny.
We're walking
There
around.
is still a lot of people, all right? So, because it is such a main
Definitely.
attraction. And it's been fun. Which place did we visit? What was it called?
Yeah, 𝗪𝗵𝗸𝗀 castle or palace.
Yeah.
So that's the one that you paid like a little bit extra for.
Yeah.
It's included in the main ticket if that's what you're getting. So, but you just have to be there on time because it's the only place that,
big
you know,
line.
you've got to make sure that you wait in line and make sure that you're on time. So once you've done that though, you can like basically visit anywhere else. So I'd get that done as soon as you get here, get that ticked off the list, and then you can kind of walk wherever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're exhausted. Our phones are about to die, so we're going to go and charge them up, and then we'll do the rest of the Granada.
Once we left, we stopped by the shopping center, Sierra Nevada Shopping Center, and it had this beautiful view of the Sierra Nevada. So we thought we'd pop that in. Then we took a short drive over to the Flamenco Theatre, and the drive was so beautiful. It was such a traditional little European town, and it was so special to drive through this, especially as the sun went down.
So we are just at the Theatre Flamenco. I think that's what it's called, but we'll of course link everything. We are about to watch our very first official flamenco show, which we've been dying to do. And we've just arrived, and I booked a VIP, ticket, not thinking much of it, thinking, okay, we get some free drinks. But they've taken us upstairs, and it's like a balcony, and we've got the best view, which is very exciting. And it sounds like it's starting, so I'm going to let you go.
What a show. It was so lovely to witness. That is our one-day trip to Granada, and we enjoyed every minute. Would definitely recommend. See you next time.